I'm waiting, and then he leaves. Hey, both. As soon as we get a couple of people in here. I've been having a heck of a time. I went to YouTube on my iPhone I've only had for a little while. Then I tried to go live with my computer, it wasn't letting me. So I went to my second account on YouTube. It let me, no problem. Go figure. So I tried to unsync my phone. It still wouldn't let me. I went to my beta studio. Had to go into the video, into the live, into the comments, and then it would let me go live from there. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Romaine lettuce and mealy worms. But it's taken me an hour to go online, so he's been watching it for a while. He might be pissed at me. He usually likes to eat as soon as I bring the food in. We'll see. One more minute and I'll feed you anyway. Ooh, dun. I've read cockatiels, macaws, um, show dogs would be Rottweilers, miniature dachshunds, and then we've read Bengal cats. What an amazing cat. Brought me back from saying I hate cats. Add some action to that, maybe? The live ones, yes, no, it's like fish, you can't resist. Freeze dried ones, you have to kind of add a little to get a strike. Birds what drove me away from birds was one Easter, for some reason, parakeets were the thing, and after about a month, a dozen people knew I had parrots and cockatiels, brought me all their parakeets. I put them in this huge 8-foot cage. They went into a breeding cycle, which means that there are equal number of males for females. So 3 females were killed off. Then they had their eggs. Then I had 65 stupid parakeets. And I took them and I asked for no consignment. I took them to the pet store and just said, take them. Then my sister moved in and she's deathly afraid of birds. So I had to let my blue and gold macaw go. And they shit. Oh my God, birds shit so horrible. And I did have one lizard when a guy, or snake when a guy stayed with me, and he had been feeding it freeze dried or frozen mice for like 2 years. And I paid for live mice, and the thing couldn't digest them, and it split its stomach open and died. So the only snake I've had in my house I killed, I guess. So like all my hamsters when I was a kid, I take care of them about 3 months. They'd be great, and I'd think, man, you guys are so good. You deserve a treat. And I'd give them celery and carrots, and they die of diarrhea. Sometimes when you're doing good, you're not doing good. Corn snakes and ball pythons. Ooh. See, I'm not really afraid of them. I've been around a lot of wild ones that are a little more interesting, but I usually don't get creeped out by nature. I did go through a, I don't know, an epidemic. I don't know what you would call it. But there was a hatch of the bugs, worms that nest in the trees and those spiderweb looking things by the billions up in Boyne City in 2010. And I mean, the ground was moving, white buildings were gray, and it just was creepy. Even in driving down the road, you'd have 4 or 5 crawl up your pant legs from inside the car, and it just really got really freaky. But snakes and spiders, I got no problem with. I guess we are going to eat. Well, we're just lucky there isn't some species of bird that loves them, or else that would be going crazy on top of it. Their food would be. But nature's all about change, and as far as actual change on the planet's surface, that's probably the biggest thing we actually do is spread tight circled organism environments like an island to everywhere. Nummy, nummy. And see, I get the expensive romaine that's dark green. You don't care for it much. I get the cheap one that's mostly light color with a lighter green, and he digs that. He hates kale. I thank God because I only bought it once in my life. He wouldn't eat any of it. Kale's good for you. Yeah, yeah, okay. Bread and water is good for you in prison, but don't mean that's what I want to eat. Nasty stuff. Mm. So, but the other romaine, he would dig through all the mealy worms first, and then eat a couple bites of lettuce. We're going to introduce some fruit in season soon to his diet and see how he likes that. I used to get these little red crunchy things, but Walmart quit carrying them, Meijer quit carrying them, and I can't order them from Amazon unless I already have a $25 order on it, and then I can buy them for like $3. And you love crunching those things. Yeah, I even went so far as to set my phone on my other account, YouTube account, and shut my phone off to see if it would let me go live, and it still wouldn't let me go live. Yeah, you look like you got a crop, like you're a bird. Look at that. Yeah, as far as those worms, I mean, it was in the 70s that they started up here, and that's the worst year I'd ever seen. Don't look at me. You've got dinner right there in front of you. Clean your plate. No second helpings unless you clear your plate. Well, I hope I don't get any more watchers because that means everybody's out having a good time. Who's the baby? Who's the baby? I want to get 3 more skulls. If I can get 3 more skulls, I'm going to take everything out and put sand and just skulls in there in the hammock. And then feed it live food. But I tried crickets, and there's a hole up in that rock there that 6 crickets can fit, and he can't get to them and don't even try. So you're set here with crickets all night long. I'd use a straw, put it in the one end and blow them out the other. But you're not supposed to use sand with baby or younglings because they get in their mouth and get in their throat and stomach and it tears them up. But once they're full grown, he's got one deformed leg, so he doesn't walk as high as he could. He favors it hardly at all, but he don't like you to touch it. A crippled lizard for a crippled person. Oh, what did I forget to do? Mm-hmm. Raptor. After they digest enough food to eat one. All right. Bye, Trump Third. We'll shut it down at 20 minutes. Hello. We're up to just chow down. Time for a little basking to digest. All right. We gone.